Welcome back, everyone, to the English Conversation Hub. I'm Ava.
And I'm Oliver. And today we are tackling a huge, and I mean a massive hurdle for so many English learners.
Oh, for sure. We're talking about that little voice in your head that tries to translate every single word from your native language into English before you speak.
Exactly. That mental translation step. It feels safe, it feels logical, but it's the main thing slowing you down and stopping you from speaking naturally. So today, we're going to talk about how to stop translating in your head and start thinking like a native speaker.
Okay, so Oliver, let's be real here. When you were learning Spanish, did you do this, the whole mental translation thing?
Oh, 100%. Totally. I remember being in a cafe in Madrid and someone asked me a really simple question, like, is this seat taken? And my brain just short circuited.
Your brain just freezes up.
Yeah, it was like a loading screen. I was literally thinking, okay, he said, is this seat taken? In English, I would say, no, it's free. Now, how do I say, no, it's free in Spanish? By the time I figured it out, he had already walked away.
Right? It's such a classic beginner trap. And it comes from a good place, right? You want to be correct. You think you need to build the perfect sentence in your own language first, and then just swap out the words.
It's a safety net. You're afraid of making a mistake, so you rely on what you know.
Mm-hmm. The fear is a huge part of it. That and trying to apply your native language's grammar rules directly to English, which, as we know, well, it doesn't always work out.
Not at all. And that's the real issue, isn't it? The biggest problem is that it just isn't effective for fluency. It puts a giant, slow wall between you and having a natural conversation.
A giant, slow wall is a perfect way to describe it. Your brain is doing double the work.
It really is. You have to think of the idea, translate it, build the sentence in English, check the grammar in your head, and then finally say it. By the time you do all that, the conversation has moved on 3 topics.
Totally. And the way your speech comes out, it can sound a little,
Robotic, yet I get that. Sometimes it just comes out stiff without me even realizing it.
yeah, exactly, robotic. Or just unnatural, because you're using sentence structures from your language, not the natural flow of English.
Right, especially with idioms. You can't translate those literally. It just sounds bizarre.
Oh, completely. My friend once learned the phrase, "it's a piece of cake," and tried to translate it back into her language to explain it. It came out as, "this is a segment of pastry." People were so confused.
Huh, see? It's a mental habit that really holds you back from sounding fluent and natural.
Okay, so we've established it's a huge problem, but how do people actually, stop? What's the first step to breaking this habit?
I think the biggest, number one, most important thing is you have to start thinking in English.
Okay, that sounds simple, but also really difficult. How do you just flip a switch and start thinking in a different language?
You don't. You start small, like incredibly small. You start by just narrating your own life in your head.
Oh, I like that. Like a little voiceover for your own actions.
Exactly. As you're making your coffee, you think, I am pouring the water. Now I am adding the coffee. When you're walking outside, the sky is blue today. That's a big dog. It's simple, present tense stuff.
And that trains your brain to access the English words directly without using your native language as a middleman.
Precisely. The second big tip is immersion. You have to surround yourself with English as much as possible.
Right. An easy one is changing the language on your phone. You see those words every single day, so you'll learn them fast.
That's a great one. Or watch TV shows and movies in English. Maybe start with English subtitles so you connect the sounds you hear with the words you see.
And, I have to say it, Listen to English podcasts.
Ha, yes, a shameless plug for ourselves. But it's true. It trains your ear to the natural rhythm and flow of conversation.
Okay, so think in English and immerse yourself. What else? I'm always telling my students to learn vocabulary in chunks, not just single words.
Oh, you mean collocations. Yes, this is so important.
Exactly. Don't just memorize the word photo, memorize the whole chunk. Take a photo.
Right, because if you translate from your language, you might say make a photo or do a photo, which are common mistakes. But if you learn the chunk take a photo, you'll always get it right.
Mm-hmm. Or instead of learning strong and rain separately, you learn the natural pair, heavy rain. It just helps wire your brain to use the phrases that native speakers actually use.
It's like building with Legos. You're not using single, tiny bricks every time. You're using pre-built sections. It makes building sentences way faster and more stable.
That's a perfect analogy. Okay, I've got another one. This is maybe more for intermediate learners, but it's super powerful. Start using an English-to-English dictionary.
Ooh, that's a level up move. I like it.
It is, because when you look up a word, instead of getting a quick one-word translation, you get a definition in English, using other English words that you probably already know. It keeps you in
The English zone.
Yes, the English zone. It forces you to stop jumping back and forth between two languages.
I love that. Okay, so we've got think in English, immerse yourself, learn in chunks, use an English-only dictionary. I feel like there's one final crucial piece of this puzzle.
And what's that?
You just have to speak. You have to accept that you're going to make mistakes, and that's okay.
Oh, 100%. This is probably the most important tip of all.
All these other strategies are fantastic, but if you're too afraid to actually open your mouth and practice, you'll stay stuck in that translation cycle forever.
Right. You have to remember that the goal is communication, not perfection. It's so much better to say a messy, imperfect sentence quickly and keep the conversation going.
Then to wait a full minute to deliver a grammatically perfect sentence after the moment has passed. Mistakes are literally how you learn. Your brain actually remembers the correction better after you've made the mistake yourself.
Wow, that's so much great advice. Okay, so to do a quick recap for everyone listening,
First, start small and just think in English. Narrate your day inside your head.
second, immerse yourself. Change your phone language. Watch English movies. Listen to this podcast.
Third, learn vocabulary in chunks and natural phrases, not just single, isolated words.
And finally, and most importantly, speak. Be brave. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It is all part of the process to fluency.
Exactly. We really hope these tips help you all break free from that mental translation habit so you can start speaking more freely and naturally.
A huge thank you to everyone for tuning in to the English Conversation Hub today.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Find us on social media and let us know which of these tips works best for you.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye everyone.